What's up, YouTube family? We uploading kind of late today. Y'all, when I say it's been a long day, bruh, it's been a long fucking day. But as promised, here I am. Um, this is kind of a little like somewhat of like a different topic of what I've been talking about. But what I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. The Georgia Guidestones. Now, yesterday I kept saying Georgia guidelines like a fucking retard. But it's not the Georgia guidelines, it's the Georgia Guidestones. What it is like I said, I mean, to be honest, I really don't know a whole lot about it. I've known about it before. I mean, I've heard about it, being a conspiracy theorist. I've I've heard about it, talked about it a little bit, kind of speculated on it, but never really got that really like deep into it. I've never really dug that deep into what the Georgia Guidestones were. But because of the recent events, in case if you haven't known, which I'm gonna get into that here shortly, but just want to give a little brief um, introduction, maybe if you will, about what they are. Kind of like again, I don't have a lot of information on it. I just kind of recently been kind of digging a little bit. I've been real busy with a lot of stuff, so I'm just kind of just half-ass sort of researching here and there. But what I did get is man, it looks like I got a fucking pimple on my nose or something. But whatever. What it is basically it's kind of like sort of like the Stonehenge. It's like a little structure with stones on it, and it's got writings and carvings on it. Now the thing is, it's not a very ancient thing. It was built in what was it, sometime in the 1970s. I don't really have any notes or anything. Like I said, I haven't really had enough time to really get on it. But it was built around the 1970s. But they said it's a guy named Christian Rosencreuz. Rosencreuz, I think it's Rosenkreuz. And Christian Rosencreuz was his name. Allegedly, he was the one that had something to do with it. They have a group called the Rosicrucians. Rosicrucians is, I don't know how to spell it off top, but they're a group of like Christian evangelists, kind of. They're kind of like Amish, but not really. They're not as hardcore as the Amish, but they do believe kind of like what I believe. Like to be Christian is to be more like trying to live like how Christ was. Even though we talked about it, Christ is a fucking fictional character. If you just dig and do a little research, but the concept of Christ, sort of like with the Buddha, what we talked about in previous videos. Just pretty much being spiritual. This is kind of what they believe in. They, instead of God, what I said, man, I heard some lady say it on a documentary. She said if Jesus was a God who became man, then there's really nothing else for us to do but worship him. But if Jesus was a man who became God, then that means we have the ability to become God. So I think that's a deep concept. I haven't really got much into the Rosicrucians, but because of this recent event, I've really been kind of digging deep on them. I'm still kind of skeptical about them, of course, but all these little cults and shit. But it's just, it kind of sparked a little interest. But basically, yeah. On July 6th, the Georgia Guidestones, which is stone tablets with writings and like basically instructions on them, and I'm gonna talk about what one of those instructions are here shortly. Recently, it blew up. Somebody bombed it. I think it was a bomb. I forgot how they did it, but they vandalized it pretty bad. They pretty much destroyed the Georgia Guidestones. Now, this is the tricky part. Some people are looking at it as, yeah, this is a good thing for all the rebels. This is a fight against the Illuminati. This was an attack against the powers that be. This is an attack against the New World Order, and we should all be praising this event. Now, on the other hand, some people are saying that the Georgia Guidestones were built by someone righteous, and it was for a righteous purpose. And they're saying that it is the Illuminati and the New World Order that destroyed it. So it's two ways to look at it. It just depends on, I mean, what the intentions of the Georgia Guidestones are. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. Now, like, if it was some righteous people that built the Georgia Guidestones, then we all know that it was some wicked motherfuckers that destroyed it. Now, if it's some wicked people and some evil people who built the Georgia Guidestones, then we know that it was a righteous person who destroyed it. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line. Or it could be a distraction. The government could be doing all this shit just to distract us again. But this shit didn't get a lot of media coverage. It didn't get a lot of big headlines. So somebody is covering something up. So I'm kind of leaning towards it was somebody who was like, yeah, fuck this shit, and they destroyed it. The reason me, myself, and a lot of people around the world say that the Georgia Guidestones is something evil and it was built by people of the New World Order is because one of the instructions on there specifically says to keep the population of 500,000. Now, we talked about this yesterday, or no, the day before, where we talked about abortion and the whole population thing. It's such a confusing topic because it's like 1 minute they want to destroy us, they want to vaccinate us, they want to do all this shit. Bill Gates talks about depopulation all the time, and then they turn around and say no more abortions. So it's like, if they don't want people to live, if they want to depopulate the earth, then why would they outlaw abortion? You would think that will help depopulate the world if less babies are born. So that's why I speculated about human trafficking. Sex trafficking is a real thing. So that would be my only reason on why I think they would even outlaw abortion. But a lot of people are kind of tripping about the Georgia Guidestone says keep the world's population at 500 million. Did I say 500? I don't know what I said earlier. Y'all, like, I'm really tired right now. But 500 million is what the Georgia Guidestone says the human population should never reach above. It should always stay at 500 million or below or under. So that's something to think about. So again, man, we don't know who built this shit. I don't know what it's about, but I'm just telling y'all the reason I wanna talk about this is because I want people to really, really just, keep your mind sharp, man. Pay attention to what's going on. There's a reason why it hasn't been really talked about, just like the whole Epstein and Maxwell shit. I don't know, man. This is kind of new. Like I said, this is something I really just now really been able to really dig my mind on. But just so y'all can be aware, that's what happened. Just look it up. The Georgia Guidestones. This happened on July 6th. It got destroyed. So this is a good time to really understand, what things are and what the intentions were. And like I say, it could just be, another rich white person building monuments and shit, because that's what they do. They build monuments and artifacts and shit when they get bored. And then they leave it a fucking mystery to leave fucking people speculating. And then the same rich white motherfuckers could have been the same people to fucking destroy it. We don't know. But just keep your mind aware, y'all. Always pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to the shit that they don't blow up in the news. Those little headlines, well, not headlines, but like those little news stories, sometimes you got to pay attention to those, because the big shit that's going on is not even a big deal. What happened to Russia and Ukraine, by the way? It's funny I never really touched on that topic, but I will soon. I'm still kind of waiting to see the results of that. I just know Ukraine is getting their ass kicked, as they should. There's a reason I say that too. But Georgia Guidestones got destroyed. We don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, or if it's just something that happened. It's a very strange event. It is a pretty strange phenomenon. But y'all, I'm about to get some sleep. I'm gonna get ready for work in the morning. Then I'm gonna get back addressing the bullshit tomorrow. The whole fucking F and F shit, Glorilla, whatever the fuck the bitch name is. We're gonna talk about how that shit is a big problem. All this just bitches acting ratchet and women glorifying it again. It's a big fucking problem. We're gonna get back on that red pill shit tomorrow. But we're gonna keep our minds awoke too. Not this weird new woke shit they trying to have, but the real woke, the real conscious third eye thinking. We're gonna stay on that shit, y'all. We gonna mix it up a little bit here. We're gonna always continue to improve and become the strongest, best versions of ourselves. Peace.